Kansas City Chiefs' huge roster move, rewritten YouTube script. The Kansas City Chiefs just made a massive roster move that's going to free up a huge amount of salary cap space. And depending on how things play out over the next few days, they might actually end up gaining even more than just cap relief. At the same time, this move raises some big questions about the Chiefs' offseason strategy, especially regarding the draft and the future of one key defensive star. So today, we're breaking down what this move means, what could happen next, and why some national analysts might be getting the Chiefs situation completely wrong. Let's dive in. Chiefs releasing Jawaan Taylor. Early this morning, it was reported that the Chiefs have informed Jawaan Taylor that he will be released before the start of the new league year on March 11th. This move will save Kansas City $20 million in cap space, which is obviously a huge deal for a team that was previously operating above the salary cap. However, there is an important detail here. According to reports from Nate Taylor and Adam Schefter, the release is happening unless a trade materializes first. That means the Chiefs are likely already exploring trade options for Taylor around the league. And honestly, it wouldn't be surprising if teams showed some interest. What could Jawaan Taylor's trade value be? We've already seen a few similar trades around the NFL recently. For example, running back David Montgomery was traded from the Lions to the Texans. The Texans then traded right tackle Titus Howard to the Browns for a 5th-round pick. Howard is 29 years old, while Taylor is 28, so the situations are somewhat comparable. Because of that, a realistic trade value for Taylor could be something like a 5th-round pick, or maybe a 6th-round pick. Despite the penalties he's drawn in Kansas City, Taylor is still considered a solid right tackle when he's not getting flagged. And while those penalties became a storyline, especially after the attention they received during Sunday Night Football broadcasts, Taylor was never considered a penalty problem when he played for Jacksonville. So there's definitely a chance another team sees value in him. Still, regardless of whether a trade happens or not, the Chiefs have clearly decided that Jawaan Taylor will not be part of their plans for the upcoming season. Chiefs' salary cap situation. Now the big question becomes, where does this leave Kansas City financially? The NFL salary cap increased again this year, rising roughly $22 million to about $312 million per team. Before Taylor's release, the Chiefs were still slightly over the cap. Different cap tracking sites show slightly different numbers. Spotrac lists them about $8 million over. Over the cap has them around $5.6 million over. Once Taylor's $20 million comes off the books, Kansas City should end up roughly $11 to $14 million under the cap. And that's before making any additional moves. More potential cap moves. The Chiefs still have several options if they want to create even more flexibility. For example, releasing linebacker Drew Tranquill would save about $6 million. Releasing tight end Noah Gray could save another $4 million. Now, that doesn't mean those moves will happen. But they are options. In Tranquill's case, the situation is interesting because he turns 31 years old in August and his contract includes an exit point. Plus, the Chiefs drafted Jeffrey Basa last year, a safety-turned linebacker who could eventually fill a similar role. Would Basa be as good immediately? Probably not. But when you're trying to manage the salary cap and keep the roster balanced, sometimes those are the types of decisions teams have to consider. Contract restructures could also happen. Another way the Chiefs could free up money is through contract restructures. General Manager Brett Veach has already mentioned that Kansas City could potentially create up to $60 million in cap flexibility by restructuring contracts. Some players who could be involved include Chris Jones, George Karlaftis, Trey Smith, Creed Humphrey. Expect at least a couple of those moves to happen in the coming days. Right tackle situation moving forward.